Wonder what, guys? These stories are good. I think we should do another one. That's it. I am doing another one. The next story is called The Woods Creature. Posted by UIUUIUIUUI. They posted 09/16/2013. The woods are a beautiful place to relax in the back roads of West Virginia. Peaceful is last on our list. It all started back 5 years ago. I can still remember it perfectly. The brisk fall rolled in on a windy October 18, 2008. At the time, I was only 8, and I was going to a big sleepover with me and my 3 other friends, Kylie, Amanda, and Hannah. We've been planning this big sleepover at Amanda's house for many weeks, and we were eager to go. The scary part about Amanda's house is she lives in a deep part of the woods. I really like the woods, so natural and majestic, but that appreciation soon changed. Driving our Aspen through the rugged terrain, my mother said, "Will you be okay with Amanda since she lives out in the woods?" I looked in the mirror at her. "It's just the woods," I said with a blank look on my face. Pulling up, I greeted my 3 friends. The sleepover was really fun. We played on our Wii, ate ice cream, and played a lot of games. At 6 o'clock rolled in, the sun was somewhat low. Amanda had an idea. "We should go riding on our 4-wheelers. I love riding them through the woods. It's really fun." We all looked at each other. "How do you ride them?" I asked. "We have 2, but 2 can ride on 1. It'll be fun." We knew the idea was stupid, but I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of them. So without our parents knowing, we set off. Luckily, Amanda brought her German Shepherd, Buck, for some protection. Buck was a large dog, about 6 or 7 years old, and about the height of my upper stomach. She told us to sneak out the back door. First went Amanda and Buck, then me, Kylie, and last Hannah. The little strip of backyards she had was very mossy and moist. We walked out to the shed door. "You hold Buck's leash," she told Kylie. Amanda wheeled out the first 4-wheeler, then the second. "See that path?" She pointed out, eyes jolted in the distance. That's where we're going. It's really fun and has lots of bumps," she said, stepping up onto the 4-wheeler. Kylie shuddered, looking at the dirt trail. "How will we find our way back?" she said. "We'll turn back around and follow the path back." Amanda was eager for us to get on them. Hannah rode these before with Amanda's 17-year-old brother, so she knew how to control one. Amanda gave the okay for Kylie to drop the leash, and Buck jolted for the woods. "He'll come back. He's just waiting for us to chase him," she said. One by one, we got on the 4-wheelers. I was with Hannah, and Kylie was with Amanda. Amanda started it up and whoosh into the trail with Hannah close behind. We found Buck, and he joyously ran behind us. The trail was long and had many twists and turns. Amanda turned off into an unmarked spot and drove left for a long time. "Here's the fun part," Amanda yelled back as she sped up. A large amount of bumps and small rocks were ahead. This must have been what she meant by fun bumps. I hugged Hannah tighter. I was scared of falling off. Amanda with Kylie ahead hit the first bump. They went flying up in the air. She hit the ground with a smile and swayed back and forth. It was our turn. I looked over Hannah's shoulders as the bumps got closer and closer. Finally, we hit one and went airborne. The wind hit my face and it felt so cold, but Hannah's face was frozen. We hit the ground so hard that both our bodies went forward. The four-wheel tires slid in the mud and veered into a tree. Hannah did a total 360 and hit the tree from the right side, hitting both our legs pretty hard. Amanda kept driving and did not see the crash. Only Buck saw and ran up to us. "Amanda, Amanda," we yelled. She finally turned around to help us. They both jumped off their four-wheelers and rushed over. "Jesus Christ," Kylie said, hugging us. "Oh God, oh no, what do we do?" Amanda said. "Do your legs hurt? Tell me where." Kylie was very distressed. "My leg," Hannah said. "My ankle feels really bad." I said. The two girls pulled us off the bike. A humongous cut was on the side of Hannah's lower leg. It was covered in mud and was bleeding a lot. Instantly seeing it, Hannah cried. I didn't have too much damage. My ankle was bleeding a little. "We need to go home," I said to Amanda, still shocked at Hannah's cut. A long silence arose, then spoke up. "I've kind of been lost for the last half an hour," she said. Our eyes grew big. I gritted my teeth. "So you're telling me we've been lost for half an hour and you didn't tell us?" Hannah said, with a grimace. "Yeah, sorry." Amanda was so laid back that we were lost in the middle of the woods. "We need to find a way out. We need to all pile into Amanda's four-wheeler," I said. Kylie put her jacket and tied it onto Hannah's leg. Amanda got on first, then me. Kylie and Hannah was in the back, in very much pain. Buck trotted close behind us. I looked up at the sky. It was sundown, and a huge gust of wind hit us like jumping in a cold swimming pool. Amanda drove slow, even though the four-wheeler could only drive so fast with 4 people on it. We all looked around for dirt trails, tracks, anything. Looking around for 15 minutes, Hannah sees someone. "Look, a person! Look, guys, look!" We all turned to the left to see a person in the distance. We all started yelling, "Hello! Hey, you! Help us! Help!" We cried to the figure. Then I suddenly stopped. Everyone else soon stopped too. The figure was not a person, but a wolf-like animal. It stood like a human. It was snow white and furry with red eyes. It stood about 7 to 8 feet tall. It stared at us, watching our every move. It was about 50 feet away and just standing. Amanda was frozen stiff. We all were. Buck growled at the creature, and he stood on the side of the four-wheeler. The creature's eyes glanced at Buck, then back at us. Amanda pushed on the gas as hard as she could and yelled, "Come, Buck!" Then the animal darted toward us. Kylie screamed at the top of her lungs, and Hannah, being in the back, cried, "Jesus Christ!" I whispered under my breath as tears rolled down my cheeks. Buck ran close behind, panting. The thing wasn't chasing us, but Buck. The creature, man. That creature could run. It was 2 feet away from Buck. "Buck, ah!" Amanda yelled, not looking back as her tears flew in the wind. Then I turned around. "Jump, Buck, jump!" We all repeated, "Jump, jump!" When we said again, Buck ran as fast as he could to get close enough. Buck leaped into the four-wheeler on top of Hannah. With his sharp foot digging into her injured leg, cutting the tendons, she ripped his foot out of her leg. Buck was barely on. There were already 4 people on, and Buck was about to fall. Kylie and I held on to both Buck and Hannah. The vehicle was going slower with more weight, about 25 miles per hour, and with the rocks about 20. The animal was gaining on us. Looking back, I saw it was a wolf, but very big. Its legs and arms were paws, but abnormally long. It was so close to us now, inching closer and closer. Amanda tried to confuse it by taking sharp turns through rocks, heavily moss-covered, but that thing stuck on us like bees to honey. It was nighttime now, and it was still chasing, and the four-wheeler was very low in gas. Suddenly the creature leaped and bit on Hannah's hand, grabbing her pinky and ring finger. It pulled her down, shaking her arm. "Get away," she said, screaming and kicking, but she missed every time. Me and Kylie grabbed her, pulling her away from that thing. Kylie clenched tight onto her shoulder and I with her arm. We couldn't do anything. We tried to pull her away, but it would take her finger with it. Buck did the unthinkable. He pounced onto the creature, breaking it away from Hannah, but it took her fingers with it. Buck and the creature were showing their teeth, fighting hardcore. I could see blood on the animal and also on Buck. Amanda turned around. "Buck, no, don't." Well, Amanda wasn't looking. She hit a large rock and the four-wheeler went flying in the air, landing upside down. When I hit the ground after 3 seconds of being airborne, I found myself in a pile of mud with my neck bleeding. I could not move. Was it from fear? I heard Buck and the creature making these growling sounds for about 5 minutes, then it stopped. I opened my eyes slowly. In horror, I froze and made no noise. I saw the four-wheeler had landed on Kylie's body, crushing her, and the handles going into her eyes, with blood all around her. I saw Hannah. She was close by Kylie, but she was alive. Her stomach went up and down. I really wanted to crawl to her, but I heard a slushy noise. I slowly turned my head to the right to see the most horrific sight. My eyes grew big. I saw the creature alive with some spots of blood on it, on its winter white coat, eating Amanda. He was eating the soft tissue in her back, licking its lips. Its eyes glanced at me. I played dead, not moving or displaying any emotion, just dead. Stared at me for 30 seconds and then continued eating Amanda. It then started sucking her blood, making a slurping sound. It then bit her neck and started dragging her away. It picked her whole body, us with its teeth, and dashed away about 30 miles per hour. It made sure it was gone, and I then crawled over to Hannah. "Hannah, please, Hannah, answer me," I said in a very low whisper. No answer. "I saw the whole thing," she then slowly said. I stood up and helped her up. Her legs were mangled and she could not walk, so I put her on my back. We trailed where Buck and the creature once fought. I saw Buck's body. It wasn't eaten, just shredded from the fight. I walked on, tried to find a way out. When dawn came, a hunter found us and took us to the hospital. The hospital called our parents. When we told them what we saw and what happened, nobody believed us, not even the newspaper. Several years have passed, and me and Hannah are not as close as we were. For whatever reason, Hannah never really talks honestly about it. She tells people, "Oh, we just imagined it," but I know she remembers. It took her ring and pinky finger. I know what happened is true. To this day, now 14 years old, whenever I look at the woods, I can still imagine creatures staring back at me. And that was 4 creepy stories. Now you guys have a good night and stay creepy. And also remember, he's upstairs waiting for you.